Hey everyone, my name is myself Fox.
I'm KFC Dad and welcome back to the Mayan the Silver Fox channel. These are the Premier League predictions for week number
4.
Yes, guys, so we are doing these predictions for week number 4 in the Premier League a bit earlier. It is the international break now. The transfer window has shut. The reason why we're doing them early is because logistically it's difficult because I work full time and I'm doing 40-50 hours a week, and he lives with his mum half the week. So
And also I see my girlfriend.
yeah, he's got a girlfriend as well.
Be kind for this myself Fox.
Getting together logistically is difficult sometimes, so we have to do the things like filming and stuff like that and editing when we can, and today is what we can do because we are together. Right, so that's why we're doing them early. There is a third member of the team and he is four-legged. He's hairy, furry, and he has a beard. What's his name?
Wesley Schnauzer.
Wesley Schnauzer. Now we're going to tell you something about Wesley Schnauzer in a minute. Now let's do the scores from the last weekend. Now there is something that is unprecedented. We've been doing these Premier League predictions for our second year now, and never, this has never happened before. In first place is Wesley Schnauzer. Wesley Schnauzer's never been first ever in the last 2 seasons of us doing the Premier League predictions, and he is first with 18 points. Wesley Schnauzer is first with 18 points. Can you believe that?
Yes.
I think Wesley Schnauzer's been researching while I've been at work and while you've been at your mum's. He's been here with his book, looking through a Premier League book and checking the scores and seeing who's good and seeing who's not. And what have you got to say about that, Wesley?
Hello everyone, I'm Wesley Schnauzer, and it is fair to say KFC Dad is right. I have been doing my homework and I've been researching while those two have been away, and I'm up my game.
Oh, so is that what you've been up to then? Now we know. He has been researching and he has been, well, fair play to him. He's doing more than you are.
You're cooking on the gas.
He is. So in second place now is KFC Dad with 16 points. And in third place is Mayan the Silver Fox. He hasn't done any research at all and he's got 13 points. So Wesley Schnauzer is in the lead.
I'm still not far from you, and
no, I know, but it's a milestone for Wesley Schnauzer. He's top of the league in our league. Right.
I'm top of the league. I'm Wesley Schnauzer. I'm top of the league.
As always, guys, don't forget to like
and subscribe to the channel.
Yes, like and subscribe to the channel. Help us to reach 8,000 subscribers. That's our new target. Well, our target, where we want to get to. We're sort of a third of the way there. Come on, you can help us to get there. So make sure you smash a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
And give it to your friends, follow.
Yeah. Okay, so game number 1, the Saturday 12:30 kickoff in the Premier League on the 13th. Saturday the 13th of September is
Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest.
Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. Now this will be a tasty game because both teams lost last week, didn't they? In the last game, not last week. In the last game. So what was Arsenal's score?
1-0 to Liverpool.
Yes, they lost 1-0 to Liverpool. It was a tight game, that was.
And I'm going to say it too. Arsenal played decent and played very well against Liverpool.
They did, but in the end, that goal from
Smart.
What?
Smart Hearts. No, did
Soberslide.
Yeah.
Smart ass. Soberslide. Yeah, that goal was a brilliant goal from Soberslide. And their opponents, Forest, they surprisingly lost to West Ham 3-0.
Bowen scored.
Yeah, Bowen scored in that one. Which
Callum Wilson scored.
Yeah. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see Forest losing 3-0 to them. But there is things going off off the pitch with the owner and the
Nuno.
manager. So I think that they are supposed to be sorting it out during this international week. So hopefully they sort it out because it start maybe affecting them on the pitch. Right, they did make some transfers. Notable transfers for Arsenal were Victor Gyökeres,
And Anelweki.
Madueke,
And they signed Nogard.
yes, Norgard from Brentford, and Forest. Forest, they signed Omari Hutchinson,
And then they signed Louise, used to play for Aston Villa.
Douglas Luiz. That's a good signing for them. Yeah, so they've both made some notable signings. It's an intriguing game. And what's your prediction for this one, mate?
2-0 to Arsenal.
2-0 to Arsenal. I've gone for an Arsenal win as well. I've gone 2-1 to Arsenal. Now, let's see the leader of our league. What's he saying? Mr. Schnauzer, what's your prediction for this one?
The first game is Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. This will be a great game to watch. I think Arsenal, however, will win this 1-0. 1-0 to the Arsenal.
Game number 2, and this is a 3 p.m. kickoff on Saturday, is
Bournemouth versus Brighton Albion.
now Bournemouth versus Brighton. Both teams are doing all right, aren't they? I mean, Bournemouth have really, people need to stop dismissing them like me and you because they're a very, very good side. And in their last game,
You got to say it's well another thing. They got a good manager.
they have got a very good manager. And in their last game, they beat Spurs, didn't they?
1-0.
1-0.
And Anthony Semedo, he's nearly scored.
Semenyo. Yeah.
He's a baller.
He's a good player, and apparently, we didn't see the game, but they played very, very well. Everyone was giving them the plaudits. Bournemouth said, "Don't dismiss Bournemouth; they're a very good side." But equally, Brighton, they beat Man City in their last game, 2-1.
Man City didn't play very well against
They
Brighton.
didn't, but that's because Brighton played very well.
They were cooking on their gas.
Yeah, so that's two sides from the south coast beating teams from the north.
Yes.
Right. So what about the transfer window? How did they do? Did a couple of notable signings for Bournemouth. They got from Liverpool Ben Doak,
And also they Brighton bought a new striker from
Yeah.
Greece.
from Olympiacos Kostelos. They paid about 35 million euros
But
for.
decent for them.
Well,
Because Pedro's gone to
João
Chelsea.
Pedro, yeah.
And that's why they bring another player in.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see how he does in this game. But what are you going for in this game?
I'm saying 2-1 Albion.
2-1 to Albion. I've gone the other way. I've gone for a 2-0 Bournemouth because I was very impressed with how they played in their last game against Spurs. So I've gone 2-0 to Bournemouth. What about you, Mr. Schnauzer? What's your prediction? What research have you done on this game?
Bournemouth versus Brighton, the South Coast Derby. This will be a good game as well. Both teams are doing very well in the Premier League, but I think this will be a 1-1 draw.
Game number 3 is
Crystal Palace versus Sunderland.
Yes, Crystal Palace versus Sunderland. Now, Crystal Palace, a very good side, aren't they? They've did lose Eze in the transfer window.
And they kept the centre back.
Yeah, Mark Gui, he was supposed to go to Liverpool, but that didn't quite happen. But they are still a very good side, and they've made some good signings as well, haven't they?
Yeah, they were interested in BL Canoes.
They were interested in Bilal Kounou, but they thought the price was too high, and they bought Yeremy Pino from Villarreal.
And also Sunderland signed Granit Xhaka.
Yes, that's their most notable signing. They've made a lot of signings, and that's their most notable signing, Granit Xhaka. He's already hit the ground running in their game. The last game, they won 2-1, didn't they?
They're cooking on their gas.
Yeah, and what about Crystal Palace?
They won 3-0 against Aston Villa, cooking on their gas.
Yeah, that's a good win for them. 3-0. So what's your prediction for this one, mate?
2-1 to the Mackhams.
2-1 to the Mackhams. I've gone the other way. 2-1 to the Palace. I've gone. What about our furry friend over there?
Crystal Palace versus Sunderland. Newly promoted Sunderland. They've started off very well. Crystal Palace are a very good side and very hard to beat. I'm going to go for a Desmond on this one. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw.
Game number 4 is...
Everton versus Aston Villa.
Okay, Everton versus Aston Villa now. In their last games, Everton doing fantastically well, aren't they?
They signed some decent players.
Yeah, Jack Grealish, Dewsbury
Jill,
Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they made some good signings. Aston Villa, though, what's happened to Aston Villa?
They signed Lindelof from Manchester United on free, and they signed they signed
Jadon
Sancho, and also they signed Harvey Elliott.
Okay, but what's happened to them? They're not doing very well, are they? They're not clicking.
They're not cooking on gas.
Yeah, so in their last game, they lost
3-0
to Crystal Palace. They always lose to Crystal Palace. It's their bogey team. Right, so what's your prediction for this one, mate?
You know what I'm going to say to this one to you, Dad?
Yeah.
2-1 Aston Villa. They go back on the wins.
Back on the wins. I've gone 2-1 Everton, and they carry on their winning streak. What about our four-legged friend? Let's see what Wesley Schnauzer got to say about this game.
Everton versus Aston Villa. Some good acquisitions from Everton, getting Grealish and Dewsbury Hall. That's the heart of a good midfield, and they've started great as well. Aston Villa haven't started off that great. They have got some players in though. I think this will be a narrow 1-0 win for Everton.
Game number 5 is
Fulham versus Leeds United.
Yes, Fulham versus Leeds United. Now, this will be a really good game. Fulham haven't hit the ground running, have they? They're not done that well. They're okay. But Leeds, they've started off well for a newly promoted side. In the transfer market, Fulham...
John Nelson.
Reece Nelson from Arsenal, their most notable signing. Leeds have made a few signings as well, haven't they? They've got...
Sean Longstaff and James Justin.
Yeah, James Justin from us. And yeah, so they're both but they are going to Fulham. So Fulham.
Have you heard about Leeds United? They got a draw 0-0 against last game against Newcastle.
Okay, well that's a good score for them. So they have started off very well in the Premier League. And Fulham, what about their last game?
They lost 2-0 against Chelsea.
2-0 against Chelsea, a London derby that was. Right, what's your prediction for this one, mate?
1-0 to Fulham.
1-0 to Fulham. I couldn't decide because I think Leeds have done a very good start in their Premier League season. So I've gone for a 1-1 draw for this one. There'll be a lot of Leeds fans travelling there. And I wonder how they will be with how it is in the away end where you mix with all the Fulham fans. Is that a recipe for disaster, or will it be a harmonious away end?
It's going to be white and whites.
So that's our prediction for game number 5. What about Mr. Schnauzer?
Fulham versus Leeds now. Fulham are a very good side, but Leeds have come up from the Championship and have done okay so far. So in this one, I predict a riot, and it'll be 2-1 to Leeds United.
Game number 6 is
Newcastle versus Wolves.
Newcastle versus Wolves. Right now, the saga of Newcastle has been throughout the transfer window. The Alexander Isak saga.
It's gone to Liverpool.
He's gone now. But what a saga. Throwing his toys out the pram. Not for me, that ain't. But equally, getting in Witter, who did the same to Brentford.
Oops.
It's not a good look, but they got their way in the end, and it's sad for Mark Gui from Crystal Palace. He was professional. He played all his games. He didn't throw his toys out the pram, and he didn't get his move. But I know players like that will carry on being professional, and they will get their move when the time is right, I think. So, Newcastle have brought in someone from Germany.
Jacob Ramsey from Aston Villa.
And they brought another striker as well. I forgot his name.
German guy.
Yeah. They've made a few good signings as well. So
Wolves not done much.
They're not done that much in the transfer market, have they?
I can't see no winning on this one. I'm saying 2-2 draw. Devon 2-2.
A 2-2 draw. I've gone for a Newcastle United win. I've gone 3-1 to Newcastle United.
Oh.
Back to winning ways for them. Right, so let's go and see what Mr. Schnauzer's got to say about that one.
Newcastle United versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now in this game, I think Newcastle will be happy to just get back to football and forget that transfer window, even though they did get some players in. I've gone a 2-0 win for Newcastle United.
Game number 7 is
West Ham versus Tottenham Hotspur.
Right, West Ham versus Tottenham Hotspur.
West Ham got 3-0 win, a cracking 3 points.
Yeah, this is a London derby, and West Ham, well, there's a bit of a niggle there maybe. West Ham sold Mohamed Kudus to Tottenham, and will he be playing against them?
Yes.
Will he score against them?
Yes.
West Ham have made a few signings. They bought Hermansen from Leicester for 18 million. Who else did they get in?
Callum Wilson on free transfer.
Fernandes from Southampton. They paid a lot of money for. Tottenham have made a lot of signings as well, haven't they?
Mohamed Kudus.
Yeah.
And they bought Alex Simmons,
yes.
Expensive.
So, but they did lose their last game, their first game of the season. They lost to Bournemouth. They lost 1-0, and that was their first loss as well.
Yeah, but I'm saying this one 2-1 to Spurs.
2-1 to Spurs. I've gone for a 5-goal thriller, 3-2 to Spurs for me. What about Wesley Schnauzer? Wesley?
A London derby with West Ham United against Tottenham Hotspur. Now West Ham getting that surprise 3-0 win against Forest, and Tottenham losing to Bournemouth. I think this one will be high scoring. I've gone for a Desmond, a 2-2 draw.
Game number 8 is
Brentford versus Chelsea.
Brentford versus Chelsea, another London derby. This is a West London derby.
Yep.
Right, Brentford. They've like we said in the last prediction show, they've lost a lot of their players and their manager. And the latest one to leave them is Wissa.
Yeah, gone to Newcastle.
Down tools and has moved on to Newcastle. But having said all that, their new manager has done all right, hasn't he? He's not done too bad.
Yeah.
What was their last game?
They lost 2-1 against Sunderland.
They lost 2-1 against Sunderland, but they won the game before that, didn't they?
Yeah.
So they're not completely like relegation fodder. They're doing okay, even though they've lost all those players. And their opponents, Chelsea, they sold a lot of players and they bought a lot of players, haven't they?
I'm going to say it now. It's Lindelof, Pedro and Garnacho. They bought some decent players and they sold some players as well.
Yeah, so they've done a lot of buying and selling, that which they normally do in all the transfer windows, don't they? Right. What about their opponents? Well, we've already said about their opponents, Brentford. What's your score prediction for this one, mate?
4-1 Chelsea.
4-1. I haven't gone for that much. I have gone for a Chelsea win, though. I've gone 2-1 for Chelsea.
What about Wesley Schnauzer?
Wesley, what have you researched on this game? Come on, mate.
Brentford versus Chelsea, another London derby. While Chelsea are a very good side and are doing very well, Brentford have lost a lot of players and their manager. But I think I'm going to go for a shock, and I'm going to go for Brentford to win this 2-1.
Game number 9 is
Burnley versus Liverpool.
Burnley versus Liverpool. Now, Burnley have made a few signings, haven't they? What's it?
Lindsay and Kyle Walker. They bought Chat and Mohamed Jamba.
Amanda Brozier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liverpool bought Waz.
Works, Furion worked. So they bought Isaac. They bought
The left back from Bournemouth. Him.
Yeah, so they bought a lot of players, Liverpool, and they look like very strong title contenders.
They might be cooking on their cars.
Yeah, right. So the reason why we were smirking and laughing at the beginning because he said something before, and I couldn't stop laughing about that. And I'm trying to stop now. But anyway, let's go on to our predictions for this game. No, what happened in their last games? Liverpool won 1-0 against Arsenal.
And Burnley lost
against. Okay, it doesn't matter. Burnley lost in their last game. So what's your prediction for this one?
4-0 to Liverpool.
4-0 to Liverpool. You think? Well, I've gone for a Liverpool win as well, but I've gone 2-0 to Liverpool. Now let's go over to Schnauzer Palace and see what he says.
Burnley against the champions Liverpool. Burnley getting that narrow loss against Manchester United in the last game. Liverpool, I think, will be too strong, and I've gone for a 3-1 win to Liverpool.
Right, the last game of the weekend is the Manchester Derby, and it's game number 10.
10, yes, it's Manchester City versus Manchester United.
Yes, this is a Sunday kickoff at 4:30, and right, well, in the transfer market, Manchester City have made some cracking signings, haven't they?
Yeah, but both of them teams are not cooking on the gas.
No, the Manchester City lost their last game against who did they play? They lost 2-1, didn't they?
Brighton. And Manchester United just won 3-2
against Burnley, and they only scraped that win. And previous to that, they got knocked out of the cup by Grimsby.
Oops.
Yeah, so right.
And Ruben Amon's not happy at the moment.
No, he comes out with some sayings and saying he hates his players, and then he doesn't, and yeah, it's weird.
When they signed Wimbo, they signed Cunha, the Benjamin Sacco. They bought some decent and new goalkeeper as well.
Yeah, Manchester United have bought Cunha and Buemo. Who else have they bought?
That's it.
No, they bought other players as well, haven't they?
Benjamin Sesko.
Oh yeah, Sesko.
Yeah.
Benjamin Sesko. And Man City have bought Donnarumma, the goalkeeper, number one goalkeeper in the world. James Trafford, that's another goalkeeper they've bought. Rangers, Cherky. So they bought a lot of players as well, but they're still not clicked, and they're not the teams that they should be. Right, so what's your prediction for this one, mate?
3-2 to Manchester City.
3-2 to Manchester City. I've gone for a Desmond. I've gone for a 2-2 draw on this one. I can't see, with the way that both teams are playing, I can't see a winner in this one. So I've gone for a draw. Let's see what Mr. Schnauzer's got to say about this one.
The last game is the Manchester Derby. A lot of derbies in this weekend. I think this one will be a draw. I think both teams are not playing very well, and I've gone for a 1-1 draw in this one. Thank you for watching, everyone. I want to stay top, and I hope I do well this week. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
Okay, guys, thank you for watching. That concludes our Premier League predictions for week number 4. And we hope you enjoyed watching. There were a few bits of giggles and stuff and that, which shouldn't have been there, but they are. And well, let's see if Wesley Schnauzer is top of the league next week as well.
Hopefully not.
Well, let's see if he gets knocked off his perch. Or will he be researching while I'm at work and you're at your mum's. So
I'll be doing my research now.
Okay, well, yeah, well, he certainly is. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll hope to see you on the next one, and we'll hope to see you in Oxford. Adios, amigos.
Come on, City.